Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Ohio Airgun Shooter. I'm your host, Christopher. And in this video, I'm just going to do some more testing with the Beeman Deluxe air pistol, also known as the Beeman P17, which is a .177 caliber or 4.5 millimeter single stroke pneumatic air pistol, which has a claimed velocity of up to 410 feet per second. During the initial velocity testing, and just to check the function, we were right there at that. We actually went above or hovered just below it with the 7.33 grain JSB exact pellets. I have some right here. We're going to use these for some short range accuracy testing, just to kind of get the sights sighted in a little bit. I'm also going to try some these Barracuda 8s. I believe these are 8.44 grain. And then I'm going to try some Premier Crossman pointed Premiers. These are 7.6 grain. They're pointed. Now, after the video, I went to try some RWS hobby pellets, 7 grain. Just to try something a little lighter. And those didn't do well at all. They were difficult to load. Some of them didn't shoot. You just hear that little tiny pop, like what happened when I was trying to use the Olympia shot domed lead-free pellets. So I had to cock it again, bring it back down, shoot. A couple times it wouldn't do it. I had to do it at least twice for it to shoot. And the velocities with those 7 grain pellets were anywhere from 350 to the 360. So should have been a lot faster with a lighter pellet. But for some reason, this does not like the wad cutter or flat nose style pellets. They're just difficult to load. And a couple times I noticed the O-ring popped out of the seat, so I had to reseat it. I don't know if the skirt was catching on those or just because it wasn't sending the pellet. The air had to go somewhere, so it was popping the O-ring out. But which is fine. I stuck it back in there, and it's all lubricated. But I just want to test these pellets out. We'll run the Barracuda 8s over the chronograph and the Crossman Premier, since we don't know the velocities, but we do know these, and then we'll do some accuracy with each. First up, the Crossman Premier pointed, 7.6 grain. These are the Spain made. And this has an automatic safety. If I put it on shoot and just bring this up just a little bit, it pops back to safe. Then you can hear the sear seating for the trigger. You bring this up, and then it intake some air. We'll get 6 of each of these. Yeah, these are much easier to load than the flat nose pellets. So again, 7.6 grain. Make sure that's forward, or else it will pop up. All right, Crossman Premier pointed. Well, that wasn't good. I don't think it's going to like these either. Let's try that again. O-ring is still seated. Let's try that again. All right, let's try another one. That one went in a little tight. See, this one here is going in tight as well, so it's probably going to do the same thing. Definitely a pellet fussy air pistol. There, 362. See, that is what was happening with the hobbies. And that's right about where it was shooting at. And those were 7 grain. So yeah, this doesn't want to go in there. Actually, you can hear it snap in there. So we'll probably just not use these then. 363. I'm just going to stop using those. Here, we'll do one more. See how this one goes in. Yeah, you put them in, you can hear a little bit of a pop. They don't just go in, they kind of pop in there. So see what this one does. 375. So we'll just finish them off. See if we can have that fail again. See, now that one went in good. I didn't get a reading on that one. Oh, get in there, will you? Oh, it shot it. I could hear it. All right. Yeah, that one just went right in easily, too. $3.75. So the tight ones were slower than the two ones that were loose. So we may still try those for accuracy. All right, let's try some Barracuda 8s real quick. Let's see how these go in there. I mean, so far I think it likes the JSB Exacts the best. Let's see. Yeah, that one went in not too bad. And these are 8.44, so they'll be significantly slower probably. Actually, 385, actually better. Huh. I mean, these are almost a grain heavier than the pointed Premier. So actually, I might stay away from those. We'll just do the Exacts and the Barracuda 8s. And that one's going in a little tight too. There. Oh. Huh. This thing's fussy to load. There we go. Wow, that one was really low. 317. I don't like that. That's still seated. Yeah, that one went in kind of weird. Let me try this one. That one kind of popped in there as well. $3.88. So I don't know what happened with that 317. All right, that one went in. $3.89. So we'll do one more. These are in the 380s. Again, a grain heavier, but yet 10 feet per second faster. 389.7. So these are pretty consistent. So we'll stick with the JSB Exact and the Barracuda 8 for the accuracy testing. Now, before we do some accuracy, let's check this trigger pull weight really quick. No pellet, just air. £1 13.5 ounces. Do a couple of them here. Well, I guess it would help to get the safety off. That's all right. It held that one. Let me clear this again. All right, now let's try it. Forget about that automatic safety. All right, here we go. £1 4.2 ounces. We'll do one more. I think that one that was 317, I don't think I fully allowed the air to intake. So it's probably about half power. I did it again. £1 3.9 ounces. So a very light trigger on this Beeman P17 or Deluxe air pistol. First up for the accuracy, the JSB Exact 7.33 grain. We'll do 6 of them to try to get it sighted in. I mean, if it's way off, you know, I'll go ahead and adjust and then for each pellet, but let's kind of see where this is shooting. Got my target down there just side by side. I'm sitting right about 6.5 yards, 6.48 to be exact. With the pistol extended right about here. I'll be shooting like this, closer to 6. Actually, so I'll slide this back a little more. All right. Getting nice fiber optic sights, front and back, green and red. All right. Aiming just below the dot. So yeah, we'll do 3 and then see where those are at. I can't see from back here. But yeah, these load much, much nicer than the flat nose pellets. Very nice trigger. And we'll just start with 3 and then see where we're at. And we'll bump it up. All right, and safe. Let's go take a look. All right, a little opened up, but there's 1, 2, 3. Not sure which one's the first one, but I mean, elevation and windage seems to be just fine at 6 yards. So let's load up a few more. We'll go ahead and do the full 5, or tell you what, we'll do 10 over here. All right, 10 shots on the right target. Really no need to adjust. I mean, it just seems to be pretty centered, elevation and windage. Some of that's probably just me, or could be the pellets. So we'll just shoot 10. Keeping both eyes open. I'm sure these fiber optic sights would be much brighter outside. I want to get it at least kind of zeroed in here, and then we can take it out to 10 meters. Yeah, still a little fussy. I mean, these go in easier, but it's just kind of fussy to get it in there. Not a whole lot of space to get your finger in there. All right, still got 6 more shots. I'll go ahead and pause for a second, and that way we can kind of speed it up a little bit. That was my chair. Quite a workout with this thing. All right, last one. Your finger gets a little sore from the pellet skirts. So, all right, that's 10 shots. Let's go take a look. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know where the 10th one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, I mean, let's open up. I'm sure a lot of that's me, but I mean, everything's within that 3 3/4 inch circle. With practice, I could probably tighten that up, you know, or even put an optic on there. But let's we'll swap out targets, and then I'll try the Barracuda 8. Up next, the H&N Barracuda 8, 8.44 grain. Do 10 of them again. All right, one loaded up, and I'll just pause in between each reload. But right target, same aim point, just below the dot. Thing is, every time you reload, you're changing your point of aim. You're taking your eye off the target. You know, you're just resetting. So yeah, quite a workout to load this thing 10 times in a row. Yeah, he's going really nice. Two more. All right, last one. Fingertips starting to get a little sore. Switch my middle finger there. All right. All right, let's go check those out. Safe. Wow. A couple over this way, but 8 of them right here. I mean, I did 10 shots, so 1, 2. Not sure where these are, you know, which shots these were exactly, but bring the light a little closer here. You can see a little better, maybe. No, you can see that's better. Yeah, quite a few. Here's one down here. So everything's centered. Again, this could be me pulling them or something, just when you reset, readjust or whatever, but it's a pretty good group right there. So 2, and then there's 6. What did they say? I did 10 shots, so 2. There's 8 right in this general area. And this one down there. So that's good enough to work with. You know, take it out to 10 meters. Might have to adjust a little more. You know, maybe just some elevation, but windage seems to be pretty good. So a little bit more practice with the trigger and just kind of shooting the gun. First time shooting it. I'm sure I can tighten that up quite a bit. Well, after some initial accuracy testing at 6 yards, looks like I have a little work to do in getting used to this thing, the sights. Tried the JSB Exact, 7.33 grain, and then the Barracuda 8 from H&N, 8.44 grain. These were a little opened up. I mean, first 3 shots were kind of like right in here, and then these ones, you know, opened up a little bit. I mean, everything's within the circle here. I'm sure with work I could probably tighten that up. Again, 6 6 yards, 6.5 where I was sitting, 6 with my arm extended. And then I just jumped to the right target. I forgot I was wanting to start left and then do right, 10 each. But actually, that's not too bad. I mean, I had a couple way out here and then one down here. But, looks like, what's that, 4? So 6 of them right here in the bullseye, the general idea, vicinity. I was aiming right here with the dot just sitting on top of the red dot site, the fiber optic red dot. But I seem to like these pretty good. I mean, these were really consistent velocity wise. What, the 380s? I was getting, with the JSB exacts, those were, anywhere from 407 up to 417 when I did the velocity testing. But the Barracuda 8 seemed to do pretty good. I'll be interesting. It will be interesting to see how well these do at 10 meters. Now that I kind of know where it is, I probably will have to bring this rear sight up a little bit for 10 meters. I mean, they'll probably drop a little bit, and from what some of viewer mentioned, he put a red dot on top of his. I don't know if that's a little bit of a rail there, if you can put one on top of there, or you just got to take this off and put one on the back. But yeah, I mean, this is adjustable windage and elevation, so we'll see if we'll have to make any major adjustments once we get it outside at 10 meters. But pretty cool pistol. Again, a little bit pellet fussy, especially especially trying to load some of them. It was difficult with those Craftsman Premier pointed. Didn't like those. I had a couple fails. I didn't want to shoot. So same thing happened with the RWS Hobby flat nose or wad cutters. It doesn't seem to like that style of pellet. Just with the domed, rounded, or pointed, I think they're easier to load because you can kind of get them in the hole a little easier. And for some reason, the wad cutters just don't want to, go in easily. I mean, like you said, I had those were in the 360s, the Craftsman Premier. I mean, those were 7.6 grain. So I mean, these are, were nearly a grain heavier than the Craftsman Premiers, and they shot more consistent and faster. I mean, in the 380s compared to the 360s with the Craftsman Premier. So definitely probably stick with the dome style pellets. Stay away from the flat nose pellets. But I mean, overall, this thing performed pretty good. I'm sure it'll make a great blinker as well. Another test, another video, we'll shoot some cans with it. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.